Today I want to show you a little secret that I use to recondition leather seats. The first thing you got to do is I'm going to show you this seat here so you get an idea of what we're looking at. This is what it looks like. This thing's what I consider fairly abused. You get these cracks in here, and this is from people's bodies pressing on the leather and sliding across it. It wrinkles the leather, and then you get dirt in there and it fills in the wrinkles. So make a long story short, what we're going to do is we're going to sand this down and get this coarse. You want this to be as coarse as you can get it, or the surface to be as scuffed and dry as you can get it, so that way the paint will bond to it. The first thing I want to show you is I'm using a Krylon Fusion. This is for plastic, but it works really good with leather. The next thing is this is a satin. You do not want a gloss anything. Satin has a bit of a shine to it, but very, very, very low grade shine. And when you look at your cars coming out of the factory, they have somewhat of a shine on the leather, but it's very, 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 very low hint of shine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get these cracks filled in first, because that's the first thing you want to do. Even though that goes on and it looks like it's filled in the cracks, that doesn't work. You got to rub it in. Believe it or not, you probably want to wear some gloves with this and make sure that you don't get your hands dirty, because some people probably don't want paint on their hands, but this is what I do because I don't really care one way or another, because I'm going to clean my hands up when I'm done. So as you can see, what's going on here is I've filled in the cracks, and you no longer can see a crack here. Okay, now that paint looks shiny right now because it's wet, but what I want to convince you of is that once it's dry, it's going to have a completely different appearance. So again, spray the cracks, rub it in. Okay, make sure it's filled in. Once you've done that, take another coat, spray it over nice and even, and what will happen is that'll eventually look like brand new. So with that being said, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to finish the seat, but I can show you the after effects of one that's already been done. And this is the front seat, which is in way worse condition than the rear seat, but you can see the leather looks very good on it, and it just has a very slight bit of a hint of a shine right there, just because it's still kind of wet. So make a long story short, when you're done, what you want to do is get yourself a rag. And well, I did have a rag here, folks. Here it is. Anyways, get you a rag, get you some either lacquer thinner, or I'm using this stuff here. It's a methyl ethyl ketone. I don't really know how to say that, but you take it, and where you have overspray, you just take that and rub it down, and all that overspray comes right off real quick. So that way you get yourself a line. You can see how it makes a line right there, and then you're back to new. So the seat now needs no taping off, and if you do need to tape off, I suggest you try something like this. What I do is I get cardboard and I shove it down in there like that, or between this and that, so that way that'll cover up what you might not want to get sprayed on. And the next thing I want to say is definitely for sure, you might want to practice on this. I don't want to be responsible if you mess up. This is all up to you. But again, there's a difference in that seat right there, which is, still kind of crusty right there. You can see what it looks like. Come back, here you are, finished product. That's what it looks like done. So hopefully you can use that advice and try it on your own. If for whatever reason you goof up, again, I don't want to be responsible for it, but it does work. I've sold a lot of cars doing this, cleaning them up this way. People don't even know the difference. You could probably even sell this job if you're going to do it for a living. You can probably get $300 a pop just for conditioning people's seats like this. So with that being said, again, hope you enjoy this, and I hope that it works for you.